Alright, I'm good. I'm fine. Alright. Okay. Ready. Alright. We're starting.
You need 500 APM
Woo!
banning skills.
Man, that reaction time, like, if that was a Reaver drop, I would have lost all of my probes.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Alright.
Guy's angry.
In the bottom left position, as the purple Zerg, we have Nb.WhistleR. And in the top right as the teal Protoss, we have iFU.SneazeL here
Also
on
cool.
Dante's Peak.
Epic stuff. I'm actually really looking forward to PvT. Don't usually get to see enough of it. Maybe that's just because I love it so much and I'd be perfectly happy if every single match, well, that's a bit far, but if most matchups were PvT, I'd be extremely cheerful. And especially if they were Schnitzel versus Whistler. Expect to see some really crazy stuff for the final.
Indeed. Now, an interesting thing to note is that the original version of Dante's Peak was heavily Zerg favored. However, this is Dante's Peak SE 2.0, so all of those imbalances have been corrected.
They have? Oh, yawn. I've broken the seal. Dear me.
And then we have a pylon at the front, most likely going to Forge Fast Expand. And we see Overlord probably going to be 12 hatch? 12 hatch? 12 hatch?
Yeah. 12. Yes. Come on.
Indeed, it is. The pool should have been down by now, I think, otherwise. So, it's cross map position, probe will scout at second, obviously. The Overlord, though, if it sees the probe coming down from the top left, it might change direction immediately.
I'd think it would. Especially seeing nothing at the expansion. Although he may think he's going for a one-base build. Which would be equally crazy.
And whoa, looks like it was actually an overpool. Never mind. I was trying to be too fancy and guess the timings, but I was wrong. It is going to be an overpool. And a Forge FE as expected.
Don't quite know what the deal is with this fast expand layout. I mean, I don't know if that gateway is going to block. Does gateway block if it's to the left of a cliff? I think it does.
It does on Fighting Spirit, but not necessarily on all maps.
But there's going to be a pretty big gap there in between the gateway and the forge either way.
Doesn't get the block on the hatchery.
Oh, that's bad. He'll be regretting that right now.
Indeed.
Oh, no biggie. Is he going to make a cannon? Yes, there you go, makes a cannon. Thought he was going to try and be ridiculously clever and go for the old Nexus first, but no such thing.
I think you can, though. Against an overpool in cross positions, I'm pretty sure you can go Nex first. And oh, look at that, he only made 2 lings, so he definitely could have got... He should actually cancel this and just make a Nexus. Unless he can make a Nexus without canceling it. Which he probably can, actually. Yep, he can. So, yeah.
I actually feel always really dodgy if I try and go Nexus first. I always feel like I'm going to get caught out because I'm just not quite that clever. I don't quite know my builds that well, so I always choose to go for at least one cannon first unless I'm sure, like it's a 12 hatch or something.
Well, I often die, but you know, it's totally worth it. I just want to make the Nexus first. I just feel so good. And then like I died in 2 lings, and it's like, ah.
Fail, noob. Yeah, that sucks pretty hard. I've done that in the past. I learned my lesson.
And Whistler's taking his third at the bottom right natural, so going for some standard stuff. Okay, looks like Schnitzel's actually building the gateway tight against the forge. I don't think that's actually a link tight, but...
no, it is not.
But that's okay. He's actually getting away with 1 cannon so far, which is absolutely fine, seeing only 2 Zerglings. And Whistler being very smart with this 1 link, checking out, make sure he's not getting cannon rushed at his third. I very much like that, while he uses the other Zergling to chase this 1 scouting probe.
Very cool. Scouting probe, doing the survivor probe act. He's going to keep alive for as long as possible. He has seen the gas timing. He is not in the expansion, however, and the lair has gone down in the natural of Whistler, which he's going to be completely unaware of, so this could really take him by surprise. This pretty quick tech stuff.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's scouted the third base of the bottom right, and he doesn't see anything in the main. He doesn't see any kind of, you know, mass lings or anything being produced, so I think it's safe to assume that a lair is going down at the natural. And he is, you know, teching up accordingly. No panic cannons going down or anything of the sort. So, interestingly, the scouting probe is still staying alive. Very nice Bisu probe here.
Yeah, it takes a lot of doing to kill a probe with just 1 Zergling. It has to be a probe micro mess up. Which almost happens there, but not quite. Just doing the surviving. Keeping it real in probe town.
And the Overlord, the initial scouting Overlord is finally meandering into the Protoss base. Isn't going to see anything out of the ordinary. There is a Stargate and a
Apart
Citadel
from the
going
gas
down.
timing. The gas timing at the natural of the process is actually pretty late, which could point towards some kind of speed zealot stuff.
No, but there it is. I think that's actually okay.
It's okay.
Yeah.
But it kind of leans well away from any kind of +1 Corsair stuff, so he's a bit more clued up as to what he's going to be facing, but nothing completely out of the ordinary.
There is a +1 being researched and a second gateway going down at the main, or rather at the natural.
Yep.
So
Now a sneaky build.
yeah, it could actually be that Neo-Bisu build with +1 Sayers and Zealots, while WhistleR just going for the very standard 3-hatch Spire into 5-hatch Hydra.
We'll see how this kind of semi kind of old school, I'm not going to say old school, but this kind of slightly old style of Zerg play pans out against this speed zealot attack. As long as he scouts it, he should be able to get enough colonies up in time, but it may take him rather by surprise, I think.
Wow, WhistleR taking a
WhistleR.
very fast 4th base though. This is kind of greedy. I guess he's just going to
Yeah.
turtle up then with some nice SimCity, possibly go for Lurkers first,
Yeah.
and then just pump a huge economy, and then he can do whatever he wants. He can do whatever he wants. Do we see an Archives going down yet? No, we do not. I think this is
We
actually
do
going to
not.
be that
This
Neo-Bisu.
is crazy. Yeah.
Although it's actually
He's
not
already-
with +1 Sayers though, it's just a normal Sayers. Never mind that.
Yeah. Already got 6 zealots out there, so it's going to be a pretty strong speed lot attack.
Oh, I
Still-
noticed he had 3 gateways. Whoopsie daisies.
Yeah. Yeah, he's really going pretty all in on this. I mean, he's got to get doing some damage.
Oh, Corsair! Chased by Scourge! I think
Should be
that'll
fine.
Get, yeah, it'll get
As long
him.
as he keeps cool. Another Corsair actually going down to try and do some damage.
Oh,
At
Link's
the
running
third
in!
base. Oh, he's going to see it. Did he see
Yeah,
it?
he sees the high zealot count. He's definitely
Right.
got to be suspicious right now.
Go
yeah,
now.
immediately throwing down some extra creep colonies. That was actually a
That
huge
could
move right
save
there.
him.
However, the timing is okay. Speed finishes, +1 is already done. So will these extra creep colonies be done in time?
If they are done in time, then I think we can pretty safely say that it was that little Ling move which will have saved the game for him. One colony would not be enough. The Zealots need to go in really, really pretty soon. Only one colony and only a small handful of Lings to defend this at all against +1 Zealots. This could end very fast for WhistleR right here. Zealots,
But the
trying to
Zealots
do the
can't get a
damage.
good surround though, and they
Oh.
don't even take down this damaged Sunken Colony, and the third Sunken Colony finishes. I
Oh,
think WhistleR
man.
will be able to defend this with minimal losses. Is Schnitzler just going to run by? He will, and actually will be able to scout this fast 4th base even. So that was a complete disaster for Schnitzel.
Really, really horrible result. I mean, he might get a bit of joy by having a little bit of a go at the natural of WhistleR, but right now at this point, realistically, he's looking in a huge, huge amount of trouble. His tech is really behind. His army count is suddenly right back to rock bottom. And he's got miles to go before he gets
And
back
a
into
lot of
this.
Scourge coming in. There are 4 Corsairs with a cannon.
Oh.
1 Scourge does hit, and the rest will retreat for now. But
Yeah.
WhistleR in a huge advantage with his 4 bases already up, replacing these Sunken Colonies. Another batch of Zealots is coming out, but it's even smaller than the first batch. I don't know what he can do. And the Scourge do spot the Zealots coming out, so WhistleR will be completely prepared for this. Throwing down yet another creep colony at this bottom right base. Wants to make absolutely sure he can defend it.
Yeah, he's got 1 full strength Sunken Colony, another one about to come in, another creep colony walking in. These Zealots going to do absolutely nothing. He's got to retreat. He might be able to take out some Lings on the way back, but that's small consolation for the huge damage he's already sustained. His economy is looking pretty thin on the ground. His tech's behind. He's got a fair few gateways, but that's his only redeeming feature right now.
And losing
Pretty
2 random
worried.
Zealots there. Does he still not have an Archives?
Yep. Not that I can find.
Wow,
Yes,
he
he
just makes
threw
the
one down
Archives right now.
now.
He's not going to have Storm for so long. Oh my god.
He's going to lay down an early 3rd base, I think, and just try and let that get him back into the game.
The thing is, if WhistleR
But-
just went for a huge Hydra attack right now, he would have nothing to defend it. He has no Storm. He
This
only has a bunch of
Lurker.
Corsairs. I mean, what is he going to do?
Nothing. There's literally nothing he can do. This lurker's just going to sit there and is going to camp this third base all day long. The robo is not even begun yet. He hasn't even started thinking about a robo.
Nope, robo's in the natural.
Oh, is it? Okay,
Yep.
cool, right.
So getting the observatory now, but still going to take a little bit of time before he can get his third. Oh, looks like he's trying to send a probe to the 12 o'clock, but there is one Zergling there to deny that as well. And still no attempt at Hive Tech by Whistler. He's taking all of his gases now, his third and fourth gas. And looks like probe just being sneaky, building a pylon on the side.
Yeah. Actually, it looks like he may be able to get the base up at this position because if another lurker comes in, he may be successful at sniping it with those +1 speed lots. But he's got to get cannons up pretty quick, and even then I'm not sure how successful this will be at bringing him back into this match.
Indeed, and now the observatory is finished, a lot of Dragoons coming out. He's still saving up these Corsairs, he's researching something that's probably Dragoon range now from the cybernetics core.
Yeah.
But I don't know why he's keeping these Corsairs at home. Is he maybe just going to keep them with his main army?
Yeah, to prevent rather Templar snipes perhaps, but bizarrely he actually hasn't made enough to stave off Scourge. If Scourge want to kill these Corsairs, they can. It's not the critical mass.
Indeed, and the Hive has started now for Whistler, and here comes the army with the Corsairs overhead, but there's no Templar. Okay, finally Templar coming out, but there's... Oh my god, those are Scourge. Whoa! I was looking on the minimap, I was like, holy check, he's going in with Lings, and then they were Scourge. Ugh. But he's still coming in. Okay, my point is still valid. I am not wrong. My point is valid. He's sniping the Dragoon because that's obviously more important than the High Templar. Alright, he's going after the High Templar. He's gonna get one Templar. One Templar. Whistler, man, you're making me look bad.
I wanted more, man. I wanted something to shout about. The cannon's now going down at the third base for Schnitzel, so he's going to be able to make that safe. But oh my god, there are so many drones out right now for Whistler. I don't know if he can compete with this economy realistically. Small.
Man, see, I was shouting, but I was just shouting about something that wasn't even happening, so that was less than good. And we have Idris coming in the back. Is he going to snipe the High Templar? No, he's not paying attention.
No, he's not paying attention.
Oh, Ling's coming in, a random lurker, Storm going down, not the greatest Storm. A lot of random units coming in for Whistler. Yeah. A bit of disorganization here, going in piecemeal.
Both armies looking pretty small at this point. And I don't think this is going to be a realistic break for Schnitzel to attempt.
Borrow! Okay, he does borrow two of the lurkers. Storming his own zealots though. Oh man, big blunder right there, running into his own storm, and it looks like Whistler will clean up this force right here.
Yeah, that was always going to be the way it went. Schnitzel, once he got that far across the map and he saw the disadvantage he was at, he should have really pulled back and just used that time to consolidate, make sure his third base was running properly, possibly get a fourth tech to Reavers and just generally chill.
Well, he is adding on gateways. His third base is up with 2 Templar there, so it should be well defended. He's at 7 gateways right now, or rather going up to it. Adding on a second forge for upgrades. However, Whistler's economy has been booming for a while. He has a ton of hatcheries, a ton of drones. He's got his Defiler Mount halfway done right now. Interesting that Whistler always chooses to go straight for the Defiler Mount, even in ZVP. Obviously in ZVT that is standard, but in ZVP... to go for that very fast Defiler Mount is an interesting choice. Now, Schnitzel actually going for a 4th base. I guess he's just going to turtle up a little bit and try to macro up a bit.
Well, I think that's the only option he's got right now, because after that big army loss right there, I mean, it wasn't much of an army, but it was all the army he had. So no kind of mid-game break is really on anymore. You just got to try and get an advantageous position in the late game instead.
Indeed, and Zerg is at +2 carapace right now, no other upgrades, and Protoss is at 1-1. And it looks like